The Mayor's Fund for London was the sort of brainchild of the Mayor, Boris Johnson. And what we're about is about helping young Londoners who live in economic disadvantage, poor backgrounds, ultimately have the skills and opportunities to find a decent job, escape the threat of poverty. Some of the work that we do that we're most proud of relates to what employers say they want from all young people. And they're really basic things, things like reading, the ability to read, the ability to write, the ability to count. We're just setting up a big numeracy program, a numbers program, actually helping children play games like Snakes and Ladders and Top Trumps and things like that, which gets children familiar with counting. And one of the things that we've become most famous for is our breakfast clubs. It's a really sad fact that in London lots of children go to school hungry in the morning, and anybody who's got kids knows that hungry kids don't learn. And we're interested in children learning, so we're providing breakfast to over 5,000 kids across London now, and that's a growing number, giving them the opportunity to feel full and happy and ready to start the day learning. It is unbelievable for the Mayor's Fund for London to be right at the beginning of what is going to be 3 days of incredible activity. I don't know how many cities, 170, 200, 300, incredible parties, some of the world's most fantastic people attending them, so many charities benefiting. And for us, well, it's just an amazing place to be. It's a real privilege, and we're so looking forward to it. One of the great things about being called the Mayor's Fund for London is that we have some tremendous relationships across the whole of the city. And one of the most special is with the Savoy, which is an iconic venue in London, a great hotel. And when we went to the Savoy with the Global Party and said, there's this kind of mad, crazy idea for an evening just to kick off the whole worldwide thing, and would the Savoy be interested in supporting that? To their huge credit, they said, absolutely. They have just opened up the whole hotel to us and are doing some amazing things.
Well, the Savoy opened up in 1889 and became an iconic hotel in the world. To have the opportunity to launch the Global Party, to be the first of 360 parties throughout the world, was something that we really thought that was fantastic. The Mayor's Fund for London is an association we've had with the Savoy actually before we reopened, and so we're going back 5 years. It's a charitable fund that we've got a very strong association with, because I think you've got over 500,000, believe it or not, children in central London that are at the poverty level. And you know, we have with Fairmont Hotels and Resorts, have a real sense of responsibility and connection with the community our hotels are placed in. And so here was an opportunity to align ourselves with a charity that we felt had real purpose and we could actually participate in on a number of different levels. And it's one that we've had great enjoyment with over the last 5 years.
Here at the Global Party in London at the Savoy, raising money and awareness for children's charities all over the world. Is this something that's important to you, Hafiz?
Actually, it is something very important to me. I think children charities, any kind of charity, if they're doing their work, it's important we support. We're very fortunate to be at these beautiful venues, living our life. It doesn't matter if you're wealthy or middle class or struggling, but we have health, we have the love of our family, we have the support of our friends, so we're already fortunate there, so we've got to give back and do our bit. So absolutely, I think it's a great way to do good and enjoy yourself at the same time.
Fantastic, and obviously you've spotted the hats. Now we all know that you're from Fashion TV and we all know that you're a big fashion icon. Which do you believe is going to be the hot tip, the hot seller tonight?
Oh my gosh. Well,
they're all being auctioned off for charity.
So many cool hats, I can't decide. You're going to have a big head for some of these, huh? I quite like the red one there that looks like a coral opening.
Yes,
I think that's
a popular one.
Well, then that's probably why it's going to do well because it's popular.
Good evening, Patsy.
Hi.
Thank you very much for coming to the Global Party.
Thanks for asking me. It's lovely.
So this event is all over the world raising money and awareness for children. Is that something close to your heart?
Yes, very. I've got 4 children of my own, so 4 at home, 4 at work. I've got kids everywhere. Yeah, and definitely, obviously we're very fortunate, but we know that lots of people aren't. So I always love doing charity things to do with children, mainly.
And tonight's raising for the local children's charity, the Mayor's Fund for London.
Yeah, brilliant. I'm from London. I grew up in East London, which could have done with that when we were growing up, actually. So, yeah, it's fantastic.
We're raising money and awareness for children's charities, the Mayor's Fund for London, the Global Charity Trust. Is that something that's close to your heart?
Well, it is. That's the reason why I'm here. But, I always find it truly amazing in a major city like London, which is the leading capital of the world, that there are over 500,000 kids living in poverty here, and no one's doing anything to help. So I think it's just a great movement, and I hope tonight they raise a lot of money for it.
That's right. If you want to bid, okay, it's very simple. You put your hand in the air. You've got a handful of cards. Keep going with cards because you're doing so well. I don't know how much money you've raised.
Basically, it starts at 10 past 8, and we line up until the doors open. They order our breakfast and lay out on the tray, and we choose our breakfast. We also have to sign in and say our name, and we are there. So just in case if anything happens, we'll know that we're there.
And what kind of breakfast do you have there, Sinai?
I'll normally get a bagel, but sometimes I might get a porridge.
What's your favourite?
Bagel.
Bagel. And what's the atmosphere like at the Breakfast Club?
It's very, sometimes loud, gets over loud, but it has a nice atmosphere. Everyone's talking, everyone's laughing, so very nice.
And I know, Kisha, we were talking before and you wanted to ask me about how the staff treat you.
They treat us good, they give us a nice breakfast, and they always give us with a smile.
And what about you, Sinai? What difference do you think it makes to your day to have these breakfasts there?
I have enough fuel to carry on throughout the rest of the day and enough energy to concentrate while I'm doing my work.